Now the first character that we meet is our protagonist, Hajime Kano, who we meet as he's triumphing over his schoolmates with his black suicide aggro deck. This is somewhat reminiscent of actual mono-black suicide brews from 1998, like this one from Daniel Brickwell at Worlds 1998 Seattle. And soon after his victory, Hajime himself lets us know his philosophy towards playing Magic the Gathering. In Chapter 0, the one-shot proof of concept that later got remade into Chapter 1, he says, "It's all about how fast you are, my friend." Whereas in the proper Chapter 1, he says, "My motto, speed is virtue." And that philosophy is reflected in Hajime's deck choice. It concentrates on playing small, evasive creatures like the Dothies with their shadow keyword, and also playing quite fast and loose with his own life points, with cards like Hatred or Carnophage. On an aesthetic level, a mono-black deck filled with zombies and horrors is not an obvious choice for a protagonist. And the reason that's given for that choice comes from Hajime himself as well. He wants a deck with cool, edgy cards because he's a teenager and a bit of a dork. And both of these demographics might enjoy that sort of thing. So the authorial intent here is not to present Hajime as someone who fits into Black's color philosophy within Magic, but rather just a person who would find these sort of cards cool. It paints him in a slightly endearing light as he attempts to appear cool and a bit edgy, just like his cards, in front of his peers, to the point of taking on the pseudonym Cloud, after Cloud from Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond presents Final Fantasy. It also seems believable for Hajime to be able to dominate on a kitchen table, or in his case, schoolyard level, but face certain dangers once he starts facing opponents more prepared for this sort of strategy. And as Hajime visits the local game store in the first volume and meets those more serious opponents, he quickly drops towards the bottom of the pack. He reveals a tendency to open himself up to getting blown out by sweepers or other reactive cards, and to overtax his own life points. Tendencies born at least partly out of a lack of game knowledge, which is further established as Hajime absolutely bombs in his first sealed event. So that's where Hajime Kano starts out from. The deck he plays accentuates both his innate potential and good intuition as a player, sets him up as a believable king of the playground, and gels well with his overall desire to appear cool.